thousands of school children have been locked down in their schools. People have been told to stay in their homes. Police, they're really trying to get people off the streets. One suspect still at large. That is what we're hearing from our reporter at the scene, Chris Moore. And we can now confirm that one suspect has been caught by police and now is in police custody. No more detail on who that suspect is. Mark Perelman, our French political affairs editor, is here with me in the studio now. And Mark, as we were just discussing, this location is very symbolic, but the timing of this suspected attack is also very important, isn't it? Because it comes as that trial of the 14 people suspected of helping Islamists carry out attacks in Paris back in 2015, doesn't it?
Yes, absolutely. Obviously, it's still early. We have conflicting reports on the number of suspects. One has been arrested. There are conflicting reports whether he was the only one or whether there was a second person. We haven't heard about their motives and anything else. But what we know for a fact is that the area where this took place is a very symbolic area. You don't go into a small street in the 11th arrondissement of Paris just by accident. You probably go there for a purpose. If not, you would target an area where there are lots of people, like Place de la Concorde or Trocadero and so on. They went there probably for a reason. Obviously, the timing is the timing of the trial. Let's not forget that this trial is taking place these days, that the head of human resources of Charlie Hebdo had to leave her home just a few days ago because she had received threats. We've seen threats published by the Islamic State, by Al-Qaeda in recent days. And obviously, not only is the trial going on, but the caricatures, which really put Charlie Hebdo in the crosshairs of Islamic radicals several years ago, were republished. Just as this trial was starting, Charlie Hebdo had refrained from publishing any caricatures of Prophet Muhammad since the 2015 attacks. It has always said, we didn't do this because we were afraid, or we were not entitled, or we were not allowed legally to do so, but we felt we had to wait for the right moment, and they felt now was the right moment. And so obviously there were lots of concerns in terms of the security, but for obvious reason, the security was more around the journalists still working there, or the journalists who were working there at the time. Their security had been beefed up recently. Clearly, if the attack was motivated by Charlie Hebdo, the assailants didn't know where Charlie Hebdo's current headquarters are, because no one knows. It's a secret location. So symbolically, they probably conducted an attack there. But again, let's wait for the facts to come in. Yeah. This is still ongoing developments, and we have to wait, first of all, to make sure that the suspects are arrested, and that there are no other attacks taking place, or maybe, as there have been rumors of a possible explosive in the area that's been under police lockdown for the last couple of hours.
Yeah, and that's really key, isn't it? We are not 100% sure. We don't have confirmed information if there is a suspect at large or not. And that really is key. We're just hearing that thousands of school children having to be kept inside. A pretty terrifying situation for people who are in the area. And again, bringing back really horrible memories for people who were here 5 years ago and saw what happened here in Paris. Let's not forget that the attack on Charlie Hebdo, in which 12 people were killed, was just the first of several days of bloody carnage here in the French capital. We also had that attack at the Jewish supermarket, 4 people killed there, and a policewoman, of course, was murdered as well. And these are the scenes that we saw then, and here we are seeing it again. Streets cordoned off, school children having to be kept inside.